Well, that was fun. Hey, everybody. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. All done with birthdays. All done with that vintage Barbasol. For now, I'm going to use, I've got an idea. Somebody gave me an idea for using that vintage Barbasol in an upcoming video. So I'm going to compare vintage Barbasol to modern day Barbasol. Speaking of which, they've re-released the vintage 100th anniversary of Barbasol can. It's in your stores right now, and it's got this giant cap on it, just like in the good old days. Go check it out if you always wanted one of these. Go get one there at your stores for like $1.40, something like that. So today, what are we gonna do? Well, I got a few shout outs. I have a channel recommendation, and we're gonna shave with a gift that someone sent me from the UK. Guy in the UK. Knows that I love my menthol. I've been taking a little bit of a break from menthol. I hit a low point back there a couple months ago. You guys all saw it, and I'm glad you gave me the support I needed to crawl back out of that minty hole. And anyway, so what Guy did, he sent me, he's an enabler, he sent me some Stirling Frost drops, which is menthol, liquid menthol drops. So I'm going to be adding that, not to a Stirling soap, but to the Taylor of Old Bond Street Peppermint Shave Cream. I feel like I need some minty. It's hot outside. I just took a walk. I'm a little bit sweaty, so I need some minty refreshingness. So I hit the air conditioner. It's running. I'm gonna have to bump it back up after I'm done here, but I don't want to sweat while I'm making this video. So let's try it out, okay? So I took a shower, did my hair. I'm gonna put some, not hot water on my face, because I'm sweaty. I was standing under the fan just a minute ago, hoping I could cool off before I, just poured down the sweat as I shave. I don't like doing that. So I'm gonna go back to my old favorite, the Jolly Rancher West Coast shaving brush, and get that wet. Got a couple of shout outs, as I said. Now, Michael, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. It's either Endris or Enders. So I'll say Michael. Michael wanted me to shout out a guy who's inspired him to do many things, I think, and to shave and other things. And his name is Cedric McCann. So shout out to Michael and his buddy Cedric McCann. So there you go. All right, get my face wet with not hot water today. I use the Kentucky Fried Chicken bowl of peppermint shaving cream from Taylor of Drop It All Over the Place. Old Bond Street, great stuff, easy to lather. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up the brush, and it takes just very small amount because this is kind of a soft, creamy soap. It's not a hard puck, and so you don't need a lot to really get it into a nice lather. So what I'm gonna do is, what I'm doing here, kind of tapping. Okay, see that? That's not very much, but that's gonna last me 3 passes and beyond. And I'm gonna use my 59 FatBoy that I've been using since the birthday shave with the Barbasol. So it's the same feather blade. This is what, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is the 3rd shave on this blade. I usually do about 4 or 5 on a feather blade, which I'm spoiled. Those feather blades, man, you can't beat them. You cannot beat them. So how am I gonna use these Stirling Menthol Frost drops? You're asking. So am I. I'm wondering too. I'm wondering if I should lather this up a little bit and then put the drops in. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little water. Synthetic brush, easy to use. I'm gonna lather up just a little bit, not a lot. I put too much water. See that water? If it's dripping all over like, like greasy fried chicken gravy dripping down your chin, maybe that's a little too much water. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take these pure menthol drops. I should probably do this, right? Put a little behind my ears, kind of like just a little hint of menthol throughout my day. All right, what I'm gonna do is put some drops on here. Let's see if we can see the drops as I drop them. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is probably way too many. 6, 7, 8. Ooh. All right, I think that's enough. I haven't used this stuff yet, so we'll see how potent it is. Okay, menthol and peppermint. Let's see if it makes my eyes water. It's not too bad. Oh, thank you, Guy. The funny thing is, Stirling soaps are in Arkansas, so he had to order this. It was shipped to the UK, and then he sent it back here to Texas. But thank you, Guy, for thinking of me. I think he said he saw it in a shop, and he thought of me, and so I really appreciate all the generosity you guys sharing and taking part. in these silly little videos I make. But anyway, I have another shout out. This goes out to Chris. I forgot to, it was a while back he asked me to shout him out. Now I don't want to like start a whole shout out thing, you know, but every now and then will be okay. Oh, I feel the menthol. I feel it. Chris, aka Chickenhead. Shout out to Chickenhead. Now, when he first told me he wanted me to shout out Chickenhead, I thought, what is this? Is this some kind of a setup to make me look a fool? But I don't think so. I think that's just his nickname. So shout out to good old Chickenhead. There you go. Now, this FatBoy is one of two that I purchased in the past year. And it's the one that's a little bit, it was the cheapest one. I think I paid 20 bucks for it. It was on eBay and it said, you know, $30 or best offer. So I was like, well, I'll offer him $20. And I guess that was the best offer because he said, okay. Now it's not in perfect shape. It's got a little bit of corrosion, but you can't really tell. And it doesn't stop it. But it is milder, I think, than the other 59 FatBoy. And it's way less grungy than my 60. But it's a good razor. I mean, there's so many good modern razors these days that you don't have to own a vintage one. I just love vintage stuff, as you could tell if you joined me on that live stream from the LBJ Ranch. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. It was just me driving around talking about Central Texas and the history of Lyndon Baines Johnson, our 36th president, who took office when John F. Kennedy was assassinated and then was reelected in 1964. Anyway, so you know I love history. I love vintage stuff. I used to wear a lot of vintage suits in my single days before I became a dad and adopted the whole dad bod vibe. Yeah, oh yeah. I kind of like that, the rise of the acceptance of the dad bod as a thing. It's like, oh, okay, I don't have to do 60 sit-ups every day to try to, you know, make some sort of a dent in my ever-expanding waistline, the middle-age spread, as they call it. You know, I'm 49 years old, and that's actually past middle age. What's past middle age? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, there's the first one. That was not too mentally. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use this like shave oil. I mean, I feel the tingle, but it's not crazy like that, the cold fusion stuff that just makes my, I'm gonna put some drops on my fingers, on my hand. Straight menthol as a base. Put that down as a base. Get some more of this fantastic peppermint. Ooh, that actually kind of burns a little bit. That may not be a good idea. If you have sensitive skin, do not do what I just did. Ooh, yeah, that may have been too much. I can feel it's like a little bit of a sting. It's no longer a tingle, it's a stingle. Is that a word? I don't know. Oh boy, the Sinatra Lennon stingle. So I have a channel, YouTube channel shout out recommendation to you. If you're about my age and you grew up, you came of age and started noticing girls when, you know, in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. You might recall a film called Blame It on Rio. Have you heard of that one? Michael Caine. Another gentleman whose name eludes me at the moment, Demi Moore, and the young ingenue of Michael Caine, Michelle Johnson. I've been watching Michelle Johnson's YouTube channel for a while, and a few months ago she actually made a comment on one of my videos. It was like, wait a minute, Michelle Johnson, that name sounds familiar. And it was the actress from Blame It on Rio, who played the young, sexy sort of Lolita character. Anyway, she's got a YouTube channel. And I want you guys to go over there and check her out. She left a comment last night on my shaving channel. She said, wait a minute, so all you do is like shaving and critiques and live streams and you have, you know, a couple thousand followers? I want a couple thousand followers. Maybe if I shave my legs. I said, you know what? I'm going to try to get some of my viewers to go over there and say hi to you. So please, I'll put the link down there to her channel. Check out Michelle Johnson. And tell her I sent you. Tell her Sinatra Lennon says hello. A lot of shout outs today. Ooh, that menthol. I tell you what though, afterwards it's gonna feel so refreshing. I can already tell. I'm not gonna use that cold fusion aftershave that is like just the ultimate in menthol, because that's just too much for me right now. Especially with all this raw, uncut stuff I'm using. Frost drops, it's called. Glacial frost drops, yeah. Woo! All right, third pass. There, the sting has gone away, thank goodness. I was a little worried for a second. Now, a lot of people, now you know I don't like using cartridge razors. I used to use them all the time till, what, about 8 years ago when I came across some YouTube shaving channels myself and said, I want to try a safety razor, and never look back. But people often request that I try out this one cartridge razor that is on the market right now. It's the Gillette Skin Guard. Let me make sure that's the actual name. Yeah, the Gillette Skin Guard. So I went ahead and bought one, and on Monday I'm going to do a review and try it out and see what it's like, because there are a lot of people that, you know, I got pretty tough skin. I can, like, you know, do 4 passes and use pure menthol, and, you know, I can feel it. I don't have skin of iron. But there are some people that have extremely sensitive skin. And they have a problem with razor burn and ingrown hairs and everything else. I get a lot of comments from guys wanting advice about, you know, sensitive skin. So I figured I need to do it for the, you know, for the greater good. I'm going to set aside my, I don't want to say disdain, but I prefer safety razors over cartridge razors for many, many reasons, which you probably all know. These things just shave better, even ones from 1959. 60 years old. So look for that on Monday, this Gillette Skin Guard. I got the cheap one, you know, I bought the cheapest one was only $9.99 at Target, so it's no big deal. And I figured there were so many people that were asking for a review of it. And I'm sure there's a million reviews online, but I guess somebody wants to hear what I think about it. So I'm going to give you what you're asking for. I'm going to pander. I'm going to pander to my audience. Come on, who? That's all pander. I'm kidding. Please don't pander. But I am a musician. I do play music. Check out my other YouTube channel where I pretty much just play Beatles music on acoustic guitar. It's a secret though. See, you have to find it. You have to find it. I'll give you a hint. If you still haven't found it, do a search on YouTube for Rickenbacker 325, and that will I'll probably show up. I got some videos that go back to when I was younger and much better looking than I am now. Aging is exponential. Have you noticed that, gentlemen, ladies? Up to a point you're like, all right, I'm hanging in there. And then boom, 5 years, every year is like, oh boy, you look in the mirror, you're like, hi. This is all post-birthday, you know, paranoia and anxiety, I guess. You know those post-birthday doldrums, or the next day after your birthday is such a letdown? Yeah, I know. So you take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese and pretend like it's your birthday still, and they win all the tickets. Okay, it's always this one little section here, right here, always. Dang it. You just gotta do it. You gotta do it from 10 different angles, but then it gets a little bit sore, and I don't like that. So, what I'm going to use, there we go. The menthol tingle is back. Ooh, cold water. Whew, that feels good. Winter time is coming. It'll be here in like 2 months here in Texas. It's still very hot. You know, it's the end of August. What do you expect? But I cannot wait. Cannot wait for fall. My favorite time of year. I need to go to Vermont one of these days. Need to go up in that area for fall. Oh gosh, it's probably probably already, 60 degrees up there at night. Okay, so what I'm going to use is did I already show you that? No, the Cremo. This is my favorite post-shave balm refreshing mint. I've tried the Duke Cannon. It's similar, but not as good. This stuff, for me, now, everybody's different, so something that I love, you may not love. And I have had comments from people that said, I bought, the thing you love, and I didn't love it as much. I was like, I know, it's the way it goes, folks. It's the smell and the feel, and it's soothing, and it doesn't burn. And you don't want to be, you don't always want to have that alcohol sting that you put on. Sometimes you just want to take her easy, like the dude always said. Take her easy, dude. Sometimes I put it on my forehead, my eyebrows, my ear brows. Is that a thing? All right. Why are they called sideburns? Why aren't they called ear brows? Stop. I'm not a comedian. Okay, let me look. Are there any nicks? It's funny. My grandpa Grungy, this one, the Grungy 1960 FatBoy, usually nicks me, but this 59 I use today doesn't. Strange. Stranger things in heaven and earth. All right. I think that's it, folks. Well, that was interesting. Well, thanks again, Guy, for sending this to me. Cheers to you in the UK. And I will be, I'm kind of tempted to put this like a drop on my tongue. What's in this? If I do that, will I be poisoned? God, that print is so small. Water, polysorbate, glycerin, and menthol. Ooh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on. Pardon me. Don't do that. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't good. It didn't taste like Banaka. Do you remember Banaka? Good breath freshener from the 80s. Anyway, thanks everybody. Thanks to, shout out again to Cedric, Michael, Chickenhead, Guy. Go check out Michelle Johnson's videos. Tell her I said hello. And I'll be back on Monday with that Gillette Skin Guard. I know. More stuff coming. Barbasol. I got some vintage Brute aftershave for an Elvis type thing. And that's it for today. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.